What's up everyone? Welcome to Jasmine Time. So in today's video, I'm starting a series called Roots to Recipes, where the goal is to explore my ancestry through recreating plant-based versions of traditional dishes from those regions. Now, this gives me an opportunity to learn about the culture, the area, and just the stories that food carries across those generations. So if there's something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. For this first episode, like I said, we're going to Nigeria and we're going to be making a dish called jollof rice. Now, I'm sure you have heard of that if you haven't been living underneath a rock, because there's some wars going on between countries in West Africa. Some people say Ghana have the best jollof rice, Senegal have the best jollof rice, Nigeria has the best jollof rice. I don't know. I've never tried it before, but today I'm about to try a plant-based version of Nigerian jollof rice. So if you're interested in seeing what I come up with and my thoughts about what I think when I taste it, please stay tuned and we'll jump right into it. All right guys, so here are all the ingredients that I'll be using to recreate my traditional Nigerian jollof rice, the plant-based version. So let's go through all the ingredients. First up, we have the rice. I just have some regular basmati rice. I have some garlic, red onion, some Roma tomatoes, red bell pepper, Scotch bonnet peppers. I just have some vegetable oil, vegetable broth. I have some umami seasoning, or I'm using this in place of like a bouillon cube, like a Maggi or a Nor, bouillon seasoning cube. Bay leaf, salt, pepper, curry powder, and some thyme. All right, so first I'm gonna start by making my sort of red sauce. I'm gonna start by chopping up all of the produce. All right, so I'm gonna start by using the roasting method to create my sauce. Of course, I have all of my chopped produce. I have my Roma tomatoes, garlic, bell pepper, onion, and Scotch pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle that with some oil. And add a little bit of salt. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in the oven at 350 degrees. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and add in my roasted veggies to my blender. Now my blender is relatively small, so I'm gonna do this in pieces and little chunks, but I'm just gonna blend it and then mix everything at the end. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my onion that I'm gonna be frying on the stove top with my tomato paste. So I'm just gonna cut these into smaller pieces. All right, next I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my onion and tomato paste mixture. I'm gonna start off by adding about a half a cup of the vegetable oil to the pot. My onion. Now that my onions have been frying for a little bit and they're a little translucent, I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomato paste to that mixture. I'm just adding the entire can. Add in and incorporate it. And just fry that down. Right now this has been frying for a little bit. This is what it's looking like. I'm just gonna give it a nice little mix. Then I'm gonna start adding, I'm gonna add my seasonings. I'm gonna go ahead and add my curry seasoning. I'm gonna go add some thyme. At this stage I would add a bouillon cube, but I don't have a bouillon cube. So I'm just gonna be using this umami seasoning. Add some black pepper. And some salts. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix all of those seasonings in. I'm gonna let that cook for about a minute. All right, it's been about a minute where I let my seasonings cook down with my tomato paste, onions, and my oil. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add that blended pureed mixture. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in, and I'm gonna let that cook down maybe like 20 minutes. I'm gonna try to get all of those liquids out as much as possible and leave the more like the concentrate. So I'm just gonna let that cook. I'm just going in and washing the rice. Now it's been cooking for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my rice. Now I'm gonna mix that in. I'm gonna add 2 bay leaves. And just cover the mixture slightly with some vegetable broth, just to make sure that all the rice is covered. I don't want to add too much vegetable broth at this point. I just want my rice to be covered. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and cover that and let it cook. All right, so all the liquid has cooked out of my rice. I'm gonna just give it a nice stir. This is what it's looking like. I'm just gonna add a little bit of butter to this and mix it around. And that should be it. And at this stage, you're gonna add in like fresh chopped onions or tomatoes, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. We're gonna try it out. All right, guys, so we have completed the Nigerian Jollof Rice plant-based recipe, and this is what it's looking like. It smells so good, it looks good, so let's dig in and see what we think. Mm, mm. Wow. The flavors that's just bursting in my mouth right now, just out of this world. This is so delicious. And I can't understand why the time it took to make this is just so lengthy. I think I started at like maybe like 7:30 this morning. And it's now 9:58. So like this is a very lengthy process, but for the final result, it's worth it. Tell how much time and thought and love goes into these recipes because the flavor profile speaks for itself. Like this is delicious. Like it's spicy, it's seasoned. It's just like all of the ingredients complement each other so well. Like this is really good. Mm, 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 mm. And it's just so simple, but so delicious. Wow. Hey guys, this is a plant-based recreation of the traditional Nigerian jollof rice. Go ahead, try it out. Tell me what you think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.